Hi everybody, and welcome to another Beyond Beginner routine. So this is for people that have completed the foundations exercises or the beginners program that want that level 2 full body exercise. So that's what we're doing today. So you've had some experience, you've been doing some things, but you just want a little bit more challenge and variety. Not much, just a little bit. So Beyond Beginner level 2. We're going to use small weights because we're going to be doing some movements out to the side and a little curl. It doesn't need to be super heavy. I'm using a step to do some toe taps on that step. You can use a yoga block or a book or whatever stair you may have in your house. I'm going to use a chair to be in this plank position so we can do some mountain climbers from there. I'm using a block to be able to step over and back on my block, so you'll need that. And I also have a band, and the band, I'm going to be using the bands on the wall to do a letter T pull exercise, as well as the letter I pull exercise. If you're not able to anchor your band to something like I do, I'm going to give you the alternative to do this pull apart and this pull apart. So you have an option there as we go. Gather up your stuff, get your water. You're going to need a chair for our sit to stand, and then we'll get warmed up, okay? Alrighty, let's go with our warm up. Let's go up on the toes and back down. Up on the toes and back down. Good. 3, 4, 5. Great. Let's do a step, feet together, step, feet together. Take whatever size step feels safe and stable for you. This is just a warm-up. But notice it's a little bit bigger than a normal step if you can. Good. 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 Let's go. One arm up and over, big circle. Other arm up and over, big circle. Great. Up. Good. Reach those hands forward and pull them back into W position with that big open heart. Good. Reach and squeeze. Reach and squeeze. Let's reach up. Reach and lower. Reach and lower. One more. This is our warm-up. Warming up our joints, the things we're going to be using with the rest of our routine. Hands on your hips, big knee up and lower. Other knee up. Hey, if you need to use your chair, use your chair. That's okay. Use your countertop. No penalty. You have to match your ability with what we're doing. But we are going to challenge your balance a little bit today. Good. We'll step back up. And then let's just do some little squats. Little partial knee bends. Here we go. So these are routines that I do with actual clients. Clients who have moved past the very beginner stage of exercise, that have built an amount of little strength and endurance that we can start to do slightly harder things in more repetitions. So that's what we're doing today. Let's do our step back and reach. So step back, reach up, step forward, reach down. Step back, bend the front knee, reach up, and step down. The back foot, you can be on your toe. Good. Good. Hands on your hips. Let's just do some small hip circles here. This is really rotating through our hip joints and both directions. Okay, so we're not doing a loaded squat today. We're doing a timed squat today. 30 seconds of as many sit to stands as you can do. That's working on power. And power is strength plus speed. So wherever chair you're using, I've got my 30-second timer. If you can, fold your arms across your chest. You're going to stand up and sit down as many times as you can in 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. This is working power and muscle endurance. We don't need weight. We can still get a nice little bit of fatigue in the legs with this. Brace through the core. Keep going, don't stop. 1 second. There we go, good job. Tally that up, keep track if you want so you know how many you're doing. Okay, grab your small weights, 1 to 3 pounds, depending on how you're doing. We're going to start feet hip width apart. Curl up and down and out. 1. That's what the motion's going to be. So it's going to be curl up and squeeze, down, raise out, just that far, no further. Back. Are you ready? Join me. Curl, release, raise. 1. Knees unlock, core is on, heart is up. There's 2. 3. You can use soup cans for this if you need something small and easy. 5. Pretty sure I'm counting correctly. 6. 7. And 8. We're stopping at 8 on that one. All right, next up, we're using our step and we're going to do 20, fast as you can, toe taps on your step, on your book. Hang on to something if you need it for your balance. Each tap counts as 1. That would be 2. So we're going to do 20 toe taps as quickly as you're able without falling down. So mark your safety. Ready, set, go. $19, $20 for me. Finish up if you're still going. Get your 20 steps in. Nice job. So that's another power, speed, agility exercise that goes with our sit to stands. Okay, grab your bands. So if you can anchor them, anchor them. If you cannot anchor your bands, this is what you're doing. You're going to do 10 pulls across your chest like that. That's your exercise if you cannot anchor your bands. If you're with me and you can anchor your bands, this is what we're doing. We're going to go a T, and then we're going to do an I. And we'll total 10 of those. Are we ready? Here we go. T, I. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, woo! 8, feel those shoulders, 9, and 10. Excellent. Nice work, everyone. All right, now we're moving on to our lateral stepovers. So we're using our yoga block. You can use a shoe. You can use a weight. You can just put a line, maybe a tissue if you are a little worried about stepping on something or tripping. But this is our stepping over obstacle exercise. So start on one side of your yoga block and join me as we step all the way over and all the way back. Use a chair in front of you if you need it. Let's keep going. 4, 6, 8, and 10. Going to our chair or countertop, and get into this plank position. So notice my heels are up, my hips are forward. If your heels are down and your hips are back, you are not in a plank position. Hips have to come forward, so now they're in line with your shoulders and your ankles, and then your heels will be up in the air. You're gonna be on your toes. Okay, create that strong base in the front, and we're gonna alternate knee up and all the way back. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work. One more balance exercise, then we start over. Use your chair or counter if you need to get into position so that one foot is in front of the other. Now that's not like this. I see people do that. That's why I'm saying this. It's like this, in a line. Okay? If that's already challenging for you to let go, then just work on holding that position. Remember which foot is in front, and we'll change it on the next round. Actually, we're going to change that as we go. So one foot in front of the other, holding that. Now, if that's easy, you're going to grab your small weight, and we're going to go around your back 5 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Switch direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch feet. Here we go. Other foot is in front. Soften those knees, get grounded, holding through here, working that pelvic floor up a little bit, not hard, just a little bit. We're going to go around the world again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. All right, that's one round down. We've got 2 more to go in this beginner plus routine, this level 2 routine. 30 seconds of our sit to stand again, working on that power. Go ahead and get established in your seat, arms folded across your chest. So we're making sure we're using our legs. Tuck those feet back. Keep that heart up. Ready, set, go. There we go. Keep going. Keep those knees out over the feet. Don't let those knees come together in the middle. Feels so good. Three, 2, 1. Good job. I'm going to get a drink. Okay, now we have our small weights again. Doing our curl to a lateral raise. Get your feet set, knees soft, core on. Here we go. 1. There we are. Good job. 2. Still breathing a little hard from your sit to stands. I know. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Notice I'm not raising my arms very high. You don't need to raise them real high, especially out here. We don't go any higher than shoulder height. Coming back up for our 20 toe taps. This is our agility, speed, and balance exercise. So figure out where your step is and how you're going to do it. And if you don't have a step, you can just toe tap on the floor. That's just fine. Ready, set, go. 20 as fast as you can. $19, $20. All right, all right, all right. Going back to our bands. So if you used the loose band and you did pull aparts last time, this time I want you to go in an angle and do 5 with the right arm raising and 5 with the left arm raising, while the rest of us work our T's and I's. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's probably the hardest one of this, that and the sit to stands, because we're doing 2 exercises 10 times. All right, moving back to our lateral step overs, practicing stepping over an obstacle, moving side to side. This is to help support our hips, my friends. This is here on purpose. Let's go all the way over, all the way back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Going to the mountain climbers, leaning against the chair in this plank-like position. Yep, we're moving right along because this is beginner plus. This is level 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we do our balance. If you are using the weight to go around the world, grab your weight. Put the other foot in front to start. This time, always okay to hold on while you get your feet in position. That's fine. Here we go, 5 times around. 1. If you're not doing the weight, you just hold it the whole time we're doing this. Whoa. 3, 4, 5. I have to pay attention. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Switch our feet. Get grounded. Knees are soft. Pelvic floor lifting up just slightly all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Excellent. Okay, 2 rounds down. Get a drink if you need. We have our last round coming up. You can always adjust this. Now this is a more power-focused routine with our toe taps and our 30-second sit-to-stands. We're not using a lot of weight, but we still need to work on power as we get older. So great benefit to doing this version of exercise also. I would definitely recommend this be in your regular rotation along with your other strength training exercise and the other beginner plus level 2 exercise. Okay, last round of our sit to stands. Here we go, 30 seconds. 1, 2, keep going. As many as you can. Halfway. Keep going, don't quit. I know you're tired. I feel the burn too. 1 second. There it is. Yes, I feel that too. I know it's incredibly effective to do that many squats, 3 different sets, even just body weight. It's a really, really great exercise for us. Okay, grab your weights. We're doing our curl and lateral raise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're only doing 8. I just did 9. We got an extra one. No extra charge. Coming to our toe taps. 20 fast toe taps on your box, block, or floor. 20 fast. Fast as you can. Guard your balance. This is a dynamic balance exercise. Here we go. Excellent. Yes, that is an exercise I do regularly with clients to work on foot speed, because foot speed is what will save you if you are going to lose your balance or have a fall. The ability to put your foot out quickly could be the difference between no fall and a fall. So that's why we do that. Okay, grab your band. If you're using the loose band, do this pull again. The rest of us will do our T's and I's. T, I, 2, 3. This targets the muscles in the back of the shoulder and spine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I put those intentionally in there because they target the muscles in the back and spine. And we know it's important. Those pulling motions are an important thing to target in our osteoporosis exercise. Now let's work our lateral stepovers 10 times. Big, pick up your feet really big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doing our mountain climbers on the chair, getting into our good modified plank position. Working on core, working on weight bearing through the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Let's do our balance. I'm curious, was this challenging for you? This tandem balance with around the body with the weight. If it was challenging for you, leave me a comment down below. We go 1, 2, the heavier the weight, the more challenging it will be. 3, 4, 5, other direction. There's lots of ways to make it more challenging. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Woo, I'm challenged. 4, 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Let's just take a seat for a second. Sitting up nice and tall. Raise the arms up. Hands together, bring them all the way down. Release. Reach up. And release. One more. Let's cross one ankle over the other knee if that's in your wheelhouse. Let's keep that foot in line. We're just going to take a little slack out here. Keep the heart lifting up. I already feel a really big stretch in this hip area. Just going to hold that for just a little bit without forcing. Take a deep breath. Good. Let's cross the other ankle over. Take the slack out here. Sit up nice and tall. Got to give a little love to our hips. Maintaining our hip mobility, this is how much movement or range of motion we have in our hips, helps take pressure off our back. So when we can move well through our hips, we have a happier back at the same time. Tight hips means the low back has to work a little extra and a little harder. And for some of us with osteoporosis, that can make us a little more vulnerable in our movement. So I always like to include a nice bit of hip mobility there too. Hey, good job on completing this level 2 Beyond Beginner exercise. I hope that you found it valuable. And if you haven't done it yet, check out my workshop, Journey to Fracture Proof, where I explain to you exactly what you need to do with your nutrition, how much protein, should you take creatine or other supplements, and all the right types of exercise that make the difference when it comes to protecting our bone health, especially if we have osteoporosis. I show videos and examples for every level of ability, so check it out.